Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back to Friday Morning Magic, the most fun you can have on this YouTube channel on a Friday morning. I'm doing a bit of reorganization of the stream layout here, just kind of doing some cleaning up of things, but I want to wish each and every one of you a fantastic, a wonderful, an extravagant Friday morning as I change the shape of my weird-looking, bearded, desperately in need of a shave face on this screen of yours. And I want to say cheers to each and every one of you. I've got my coffee. I hope you have yours, and I hope you're having a fantastic freaking day. What a day. What a series of days it has been here at the hometown household. It has been a wild ride. We got some stuff to talk about as far as that goes. I gotta pull up the chat and make sure I have all of you guys going, and I'll admit, I'm gonna admit something to you. I don't often admit things to you guys, so I'm gonna admit something to you. I hope you're all ready. Are you ready? I overslept this morning. Normally, we wake up super early, we get going, we got everything, we got this going in the background, we got everything set, everything up to date, ready to go, and I overslept this morning. We've had a wild ride. My wife took care of our daughter this morning, got everything going. That means that I was running behind, so I'm popping this chat out so I can interact with all of you guys, and I'm kind of getting going. I'm a little slow this morning, so I'm going to look to you guys. I'm looking to you for some energy. I'm going to need you. I'm going to need you to bring the energy. I'm going to need you guys this morning. Everyone, Scruffy, good morning. Grasshopper, good morning. Keith, LGS owner, good freaking morning. Oh my God, you guys are popping off already. I love the good mornings. What is up, Nick? Nick, good morning. Nick and Josh, channel members, good morning to the channel members tuning in for what we're going to talk about today. If you also want to become a channel member, I have pinned a comment. This is the first week we are behind on our goals. We get 3 channel members. Our goal is, 3 channel members, grow the channel membership by 3 channel members every single week. And for the first time, we're actually behind the goal. So if you were ever considering clicking that link, make sure you give it a click now. Ornature, good morning. Uncle Chris, don't actually have a coffee through. Went with yerba. Uncle Chris, what's a yerba? Or anyone in chat, what's a yerba? MTG Captain, good morning. Untapped Games, Untapped. I haven't seen you in chat in quite some time. Good morning. Welcome back. Nick, already drank my coffee. I'll need to go out soon and get a fresh coffee to celebrate. Listen, this is a celebratory coffee stream. So I am all in on celebrating coffee. And we've got a lot to talk about on the stream today. We want to talk about kind of an overarching idea. As things with Magic slow down, and things with Magic never slow down, right? We're in a little bit of a rest period. Right? We want to take a second and step back and be like, hey, how does the TCG space look as a whole? Can Magic the Gathering pick up any ideas for anything else that's going really well, that's going really poorly? Can they avoid things? Is Magic doing okay? Like, we want to make that the center of our conversation. And conversations like this, I gotta tell you, are always really exciting. I know this is where it's tough as a YouTuber, and I guess, you know what? I guess we'll have a little therapy session with all you guys in chat this morning. I guess this is where it does become kind of tough, right? Because it's a super broad topic, and it's not going to, like, please the YouTube masses or get a ton of clicks or anything like that, but, like, listen, for these Friday morning streams of the community that we have cultivated, I want to have conversations like this, because I think for everyone here in chat, it's much more in-depth. It can be a really fun experience on a Friday morning, so be damned with the views for the day. Let's talk about that. We do want to check in on Wilds of Eldraine and how that's going. There's been some Wilds of Eldraine products that are holding a lot better than I thought they were as far as the single cards are concerned. And the set booster box, again, Josh gave me a hard time. So Josh Smith, shout out to you for giving me a hard time for patting myself on the back. I'll probably pat myself on the back once or twice more when we talk about that set box. We got to get through that. Lorcana second set numbers were released. We got a Flesh and Blood release coming up that I'm a bit skeptical on. So there's literally tons of stuff to talk about, and Magic the Gathering is constantly ruling them all. So I want to check in again, just checking in with chat. Yoko, the GOAT. Yoko here for every stream as well. What's up, Yoko? Good morning, Colin. Good morning, Mr. Colin. Grasshopper, I had so much coffee that MTG products are coming out in 2030. Let's go. So to each and every one of you, I'm going to start the stream off with some story time. I want to start the stream off with some story time. We had a rough week at the hometown household. My daughter, who turns 1 on Saturday, and I debated making this stream talking about the golden era of Magic the Gathering because I bought a bunch of 70s attire. Her birthday party theme for 1 year is going to be One Groovy Lady. It's the one my wife picked. It's a 70s themed first birthday party. And I bought a giant gold disco chain, a shiny gold, like silk looking shirt. My wife got me a shirt that says One Groovy Dada. So I'm wearing that over the top. I got a giant afro. I've got gold, big rimmed sunglasses, like with the shaded lenses. Like I'm going full 70s. And I debated wearing the costume on stream today and talking about the golden era of Magic the Gathering. So make sure you tune in. I think next week. It's a little, if you're here, there's a little bit of surprise. I think I might do that next week and talk about the golden era of Magic the Gathering. But I say all that to say before her birthday party, we were in the basement. I was cleaning the basement, and she was walking around her little play area. Her and my wife were playing, and my wife has got a million things going on playing at this birthday party. I've got a million things going on, and she's learned to walk, and she's walking, and she's waddling, and she stumbled, and she fell onto a toy, and she hit her lip, and she's got 4 teeth. She's got 2 top, 2 bottom, and she gashed her lip wide open. I was freaking out. We went to the emergency room. We got, evaluated by these doctors. They were like, maybe you want to see a plastic surgeon. We're like, oh my God, what is happening right now? And she got 2 stitches. So our little baby, I stayed home from work yesterday, just hanging out with our little baby. I got all of the cuddles in the world, but it was a very stressful environment. We were freaking out. We lost our mind. We were so scared, but she is doing great. She's her happy, normal self. She loves it. Every once in a while, she goes like this. She just plays with the stitches. So if I seem a bit tense, a bit on edge, a bit, outside of how I normally, my happy-go-lucky self, you guys know, it's just in the back of my mind all the time. There's a lot of dad guilt. Like, oh my God, what happened? So anyway, that's a little story time for what's going on in my life before her first birthday. I hope your guys' life is less stressful. And I do hope your guys' life is a little bit more like Wilds of Eldraine. I want to pop over and let's talk Wilds of Eldraine. And yes, I see you guys' messages in chat that we have to talk about. So let's pop over to TCG Player first and let's see what you guys are saying. Ordered Josh freshly equipped with the moccasins. I don't know where you're starting this rumor. I do not have moccasins. I have Nike slides on my feet right now. I have Nike slides. I have your speculation on my footwear is unfounded. It's off base and unfounded, sir and or ma'am. Yogo B Logo's here. The stream can start now. Let's go. Uncle Chris and South American plant, kind of like a herbal tea. It gives you a good kick. Ooh, okay, all right. Maybe I'll give it a try. So thank you guys. Shout out to you guys for like helping me out talking through this children's party. Yes, it's just a children's party. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but there's a lot going on. I think we have like 41 people now. So let's check in on Wilds of Eldraine. That's enough 1-year-old birthday party talk. Let's talk Magic the Gathering. So let's check out the Wilds of Eldraine Magic the Gathering set. And as we see here, we're going to do what we always do. We'll just start by pricing high to low, and we'll dig in a little bit deeper from there. We do see... Okay. All right, Josh, are you ready to give me a hard time? Where's Josh? Where's Josh in chat? Are you ready to give me a hard time? This box continues to be an amazing product. Gosh, this is such a win. Like, people can get good cards. They can get playable cards in a couple different formats. They can get Enchanting Tales. The list slot is still cool, even though it's probably too big. Like, massive win here. Massive W of a freaking product, and it continues to just, like, the sell-through rate. How many weeks through? We're so many weeks past release of this product. It continues to sell. This is a win. We always talk, we want Wizards of the Coast to do products for the community. We want them to service the fan base, all right? That's what this is. This is a great product in service of the fan base. And if they ever are able to bring Standard back in any kind of meaningful way, this product only gets better. Massive W from Wizards of the Coast. Massive W for people looking to play Magic or open packs or just have a little fun with Magic. This product, big winner. Big winner, big winner. This product, let's take a look next at the Collector Booster. What? Wilds of Eldraine Collector Booster Display. I mean, okay, so this is a scam, right? Right? Hold on. Did we just expose a scam? Live on stream? Zero sales? Zero sales? Chat, did we just expose a scam? Live on stream? Because that's what this is, right? All right. We're on to you. We're on to you, Zaragox with 0 sales. We know what you're doing. I don't know the protection for TCG player when a product comes open or doesn't come. Like, listen, hey, who's gonna risk it? I was debating risking it, but I think I'm not gonna risk it on stream. Scam alert. Yoko with the pro dad tips. Yoko said, I've learned my kids are much tougher than you think. They get hard all the time and I haven't even come close to yeah. Oh my gosh, Yoko, trust me, I appreciate the confidence. I'm getting there myself. Josh Smith, it does feel good to open. Soos! It's a tradition. We got to shout it out. Good morning. Yes, this is a scam, I believe. Nick, like, listen, hey, man, far be it for me to tell the hardcore channel members what to do, but it sure seems like a dang scam. But this product, scam aside, like, okay, I thought that said $18. Scam aside, this product is seeing a reasonable sell-through rate. If we take a look, I mean, like, look, listen, people are buying this product. We have sales data that we can go over if we so choose. People are buying this product, but it is holding a much lower price point than we would have anticipated. And part of this reason, in my opinion, is, like, listen, it's a standard set with cards that are good in standard, a couple cards that are making waves in other formats, and the Enchanting Tales that are the big hitters are available in every product. If those cards were only available in this box, in the Collector Booster box, we'd be in for something special, right? But we're just, it seems like a product that if you're a hardcore collector fan or you just like opening shiny blinging things, it can be for you. It can be a lot of fun, but there's not a lot of draw to like pull in people on the fringe. If you were debating, oh, do I get one of these? Do I not get one of these? There's not a lot of draw pulling you in. It's very easy to be like, I'll get a set booster box. I'll get way more chances at Enchanting Tales anyway. But still, like, it's a fun thematic product. It's going to be something, it reminds me very much of something like the Strixhaven collector box, which if we look back, like, that collector box went through a giant pump. The Strixhaven School of Mages, that collector box went through a big old, like, pump. Everyone got excited, then it came back down to earth. That would have been more than a year ago that we would have seen it, but still, like, you see, even then, you see the graph kind of spike up upwards of $250, and we're sitting down at $191. We saw a lot of that, right? And I think the Magic community kind of wised up to the fact that this product is just, it's going to be available, right? Like, these products are going to be available. There's no reason to rush out and buy them. I can take my time. I can buy them later. I can buy them now. But Josh Smith says, bad advice. Nick, do it. Yes, there is no financial advice on this channel. But the one thing we do see is, like, hey, there's not that many listings until we get up past the $200 mark. And, like, you can convince me of a world where $200 collector booster boxes are not, like, that's not Wizards taking an L. That's not anything, there's no problems with that, in my opinion. $200 collector booster boxes seem completely healthy. So I think that's totally fine. While we're here, let's finish checking out Wilds of Eldraine. Let's look at the singles and talk about what's kind of holding up the Wilds of Eldraine product in a way that I didn't see fit. Looking at the singles from the set, we see obviously the Cavalry is doing still pretty well. Beseech the Mirror is a card that it's making some waves in standard. I know. Hey, I'm gonna talk about standard as if it was legitimate, but I'm also going to keep it in perspective that it's not like, it's not changing the game or anything, but like, I want standard to be a thing. So I'm just going to talk about it like that to try to make it a thing. Beseech the Mirror, it's making waves in standard, but like a commander card that is just an absolute all-star. We do see the some of the virtues down here holding an okay price point, and then we start to get in some special frames. This is a bit weird, right? Because you got virtue in the regular frame and then virtue in the showcase frame, a little bit underpriced. So there's probably some corrections that'll go on there. But all in all, like, listen, this product is a great product as far as like a fan service to an existing Magic the Gathering fan, anyone who's around during Wilds of Eldraine. And it's got maybe the most fun, it's maybe the most fun $2 spent box to open of the year. Maybe that's a bit hyperbolic. I don't know, chat. This is a great question for you. As we go on, we're going to check the price of a couple more boxes. We're going to talk a little bit of Pokemon, but are you ready? What is the most fun per dollar that you can have opening a Magic the Gathering box? Not putting it on your shelf, not drafting it, sitting down, opening yourself a coffee, cheersing your live stream and your chat, saying thank you for joining, and then just cracking that box. What is the most fun $2 spent that you can have? I want to know. So I'm going to adjust, but it does feel good to... Oh, okay. Yoko with the pro dad tip, says Josh. Yes, sir. Yoko coming through. Bad advice. People encouraging... Should I buy it and send it to you to open on stream? You don't have to send me anything, my guy. You are a channel member. You are supporting the channel as is. If you buy that box and you get it, you let us know. You come to this live stream and you let this live stream know that you got that box for $36 freaking dollars. TCG player will give that seller their money, so the seller has no incentive to scam other than to lower the market or anger customers. Hey, maybe MTG Captain never really got into the fairy tale theme sets. I can see that. Listen, that's totally fair. Mosswood Dread Knight is still a sleeper. Pokemon Van Gogh has been insane. The Pokemon Van Gogh thing is wild. Yoko said at first glance everyone said Beseech was the best in the set, but then Cauldron started getting play, and boom, probably because Cauldron gets in any color deck and Beseech goes in one of the 5 color decks. Sure, and the CMC for, or the mana breakdown for Beseech being, what is it? It's like 4 black, 3 black, or 4 black. It's really intensive. It's hard to cast. So, Blaze, what is going on, Blaze? Can't listen to stages taking a moment while students are working to show support for the end. Hope everyone has a great Friday and a better weekend. Blaze, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your day. Have an amazing day, and I hope you kick your week and your weekend off well. Blaze on every single video, always shouting out the channel. Let's take a look and end this poll before we go on to the next booster box. And it seems like 94% of you are still loving the Friday morning Magic live streams, or 5% of you are like, yeah, I'm kind of over it. Listen, if you're one of the 5 that's over it, I'm open to suggestions. What do you want to see? But I'm in the 94%. I got to be honest with you, I'm still loving the Friday morning Magic live stream. But I want to know, we're going to look at Lord of the Rings. Are you buying? 5% are bots. I want to know, are you buying a special edition Lord of the Rings? Thrifty! What is up? Good morning. I know this is super early for some of you, so good morning. Good morning. Let's put up a new poll, and let's dig into some of the Lord of the Rings updates real quick. Hit the like button. Let's go. Yoko, I opened 3 collector boxes of Dominaria United. 2 boxes had a Lost Legend, and 1 had a Shelly. It was a great... Okay, I asked this question. For those who are going to go from this channel, if you're going to go from this channel to watching May the Zoo be with you, you're going to hear me postulate the same question. At what point does it become time to just start mass opening Dominaria United? Like, this is a $65, this is a $7 card. This is a $70 card. This is just in the base set. Just the base set. I mean, it negates all mono red aggro play, but it's a $70 card just in the base set. At what point do people just be like, yeah, I'm gonna start opening all of the Dominaria United boxes? It's a $70 freaking card. And like, this is why. Oh, great. Great, Yoko. You got me going. Good job. This irritates me so much. I get so irritated. You've got a $70 card. You've got an $8 card. You've got $9. All of the lilies are going to sit around $9-10, right? You got a $9 Timeless Lotus. Like, there's value in this product. It's not the most value. It's not the best set of all time. But there are cards in this product that are good cards. They're a ton of fun to play. Like, there's Plaza of Heroes is in this set. Plaza of Heroes just was all over the place at the recent World Championship. I guarantee this thing is just strewn throughout Commander decks. I mean, if any other product saw ticks like this in the secondary market, this is the channel member video I have to make today. If any other product saw ticks like this in the market, there's no chance. It would just be going by the wayside, and we'd just be ignoring it. Like, we are so jaded on Magic, and this is why our emotional connection, what we're going to talk about in the second half of the stream, is so important. Our emotional connection to some of these products is so important. Like the land cycle's not great, but it's not like a terrible, useless land cycle either. This product got such a bad rap, and it doesn't deserve it. It doesn't deserve the rap it's got. It's too cheap. It just feels too cheap. Like, there's no way this product to me does not just feel too cheap. A set booster box for $90 freaking dollars. Like, I don't know. Whose fault is this? Who got me on this rant? It feels like this product has such a bad rep. That just, you know what? And while we're down the rabbit hole, this product has a ton of playable cards in it too, and has a bad rep. Now the difference is this one makes sense. So in fairness, let's be fair. We're anything on the stream if not fair. This product makes sense being cheap because, like, while the cards are highly playable, they don't hold any kind of value, right? Like, the value for these cards in the secondary market, not high. So it makes sense why this product is cheap. Dominaria United, I don't get it. In fairness, I don't get it. Let's talk Lord of the Rings. You guys, make sure you check out the poll. The poll only has 10 votes. There's 20 plus of you in here, 10 votes on the poll. Let me know, are you buying Lord of the Rings? I need to know how you guys feel about that product, because I will tell you, if I buy Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth, I think it's going to be the Scene bundles. I don't know if I'm going to go collector booster box at all, but let's take a look at Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth. And before we get into the new stuff, let's start with the OG. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. We'll start with the OG, and we see this product holding, fluctuating between 350 to 375 to 380, 390, holding in that range. Wild to see this holding. I could not believe that this is still sitting where it is. I thought for sure we would see this bad boy fall off a cliff. I was adamant. I said, no, it's going to hold on. It's good. I believed it in my heart, but I also knew when I believe something, the Magic community, when I zig, often the Magic community will zag. I said, it's got the serialized version, the most popular card ever in Magic, the most played. It's got numbered versions. It's got the declared print run of those cards. It's going to be great. Well, I can't believe it's holding where it is. For this product to be at this point, this many months after release, just shows how wildly successful this set was. This was a fun product to open. Now, again, now we're getting into a different realm. It's wildly expensive. Order says, I love the Lulth. We're talking back about Adventures of the Forgotten Realm. That Lulth in Standard or even Explorer and Pioneer is a house when it comes down and doesn't get dealt with right away. The thing can be ridiculous. DMR is way better than DMU. Thrifty, I agree. They're different sets, right? Dominaria Remastered is that remastered set. That one's Dominaria United is going to be the standard set, just kind of released to everybody, meant to be part of the regularly scheduled, like, updating a standard format and things of that nature. Josh Smith says, I have so much sealed of AFR because I'm a sucker for limited play experience. Limited play in AFR is going to be fun. And listen, the cards are fun. The theme is fun. I think that's a product you won't ever mind cracking open. Robert's Table. Robert, welcome to the stream. AFR brought me back to MTG. Will always have a soft spot for it. Listen, I love me some AFR too. Welcome to the stream and welcome back to MTG. Yoko Distro dropped AFR collectors to $100 a box, and stores still aren't buying. Gosh, maybe I gotta reach out to a couple of my contacts, so that it's hard for me to not want to buy at that price. Devin, you are late. That's okay, Devin. We went over this morning. I've had a rough morning. I had a slow start to my morning, and I have had a slow start to my week. As we told a whole a whole channel story this morning, so I'll fill you in on that. But thank you for joining, Devin. Always welcome, Devin and Josh, and Nick. There's a couple other people in here, and just in case I miss everybody, thank you for supporting the channel membership. If you guys also want to support the channel membership, it's only $5 a month. It gets you access to exclusive content, all the sales data, and everything I post, and it helps build a new stream setup for the channel. I'm trying to get a top-down camera permanently, so I don't have to move the whole setup. Anytime I want to open anything, that means on these streams, we could like crack a pack here and there and switch back and forth and stuff like that. So consider it. Consider joining it. And channel members, existing channel members, I'm considering reopening the Hometown TCG Discord to the public. Just anyone who wants to be able to pop in there. I'm a bad Discord moderator. I'll need people to handle that. And then making a members-only section of that Discord. So channel members, let me know if that's an area you think that we could continue some of the conversations we've had and something you'd find interesting. Dr. Feelgood said, Josh, as a friendly reminder to track Sorcery Beta. You're my favorite Sorcerer content creator. The other guy didn't even pull a curio. He's a disappointment. Nick, again, anyone who's interested in moderating a Discord and stuff like that, or helping me set that up, just because I am capped for time and everything like that, and giving you full control, reach out and let me know, Dr. Feelgood. I will. Is Sorcery on TCG Player yet? Is Sorcery on TCG Player yet? Can somebody tell me? I don't think it's on here yet. I think I looked the other day and I noticed. Hometown, how come I don't cover Fab? So I did cover Fab. I started Fab as a Fab channel, and I've disagreed with a lot of decisions that the game's made. The game treated a lot of my friends very poorly, and I don't like. So I will talk about it. I have no aversion to talking about it, but I don't like how they treated my friends, and that to me, like my friends are more important than a lot of cardboard to me. So that's just something I always believe. Matthias, good morning. What's the new collector edition correctly priced if there was another one of one card? TCG in November, Dr. Feelgood. Okay, thank you. All right, let's get back into would the new collector edition be priced if there was another one of one? Oh god, after we saw the $2 million sale, it would be crazy. Let's not bury the lead anymore. Let's talk about the new collector edition stuff. I do want to talk about draft and set boxes, and then we still have the entire Pokemon conversation has to be had yet. Like, this is why these streams are so much fun. There's so much to talk about with you guys, and you guys are such an awesome chat and an awesome community. Oh god, can I just have a moment? I love starting my Fridays this way. Freaking love starting my Fridays this way. I do. Thank you. Thank you all. This is awesome. Anyway, sorry, I need to get that out. Lord of the Rings Special Edition. This product is wild. Not a ton of sell-through rate already. It's picking up a little bit. Now, granted, this is off in the future. It's an early product, right? It's an early product. It's off in the future. But goodness gracious, there's a lot we learned about this set. Here, let me see if we can pull up. We learned that there's going to be 1 out of 100 serialized versions of cards. We learned that there is going to be special arts. We got alternate art rock poster editions, which I'm not a big fan of, and I know is an unpopular opinion. I 100% get that people they're not fans, and I understand that. I'm not a fan, or people are fans, and I'm not a fan, so that makes sense. But this product is going to be weird, and it's going to be hard. If this product's on the shelf at a similar price to the Lord of the Rings regular collector box, where you have a chance at a serialized Soul Ring, it's going to be an interesting little internal competition between these two products and in this set. I don't know how this is going to shape up. I don't know how this is going to land with our community members. This one's a bit of an enigma to me, so I'm excited to see how this one shapes out. I don't know. I gotta tell you, I'm a little nervous about it. The thing I'm not nervous about at all, even in the least bit, as we listen, the stream is so popular, we do this from time to time. If you're new here, I'll let you know, sometimes we break TCG Player. We have such an influence over the cardboard world that every once in a while... Oh, it's back up. Okay. Well, sometimes we break TCG Player. This wasn't one of those times, but sometimes we do it. The thing I'm not nervous about at all is this product. I am not nervous about the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth scene bundles. I think these products are going to be massive wins with the community. There is some murmurs, some mumblings about these things being equivalent to the complete bundle. I don't think that will be the case. We have serialized cards in the collector edition. I can't imagine Wizards of the Coast wants to do this release without printing something to the moon, something to have on shelves for when things start to dry up, people to be able to get into it, open the packs, kind of find a way to spend their money with this new re-release or whatever it is. So I don't think these things will be light printed. Now, that being said, if you came back 2 months from now and watched the stream, which don't watch this stream in 2 months, just tune in every Friday for the live stream, why would you... I don't know. Why would you buy this product? I don't understand. I think it's going to be fun. I think people are going to dig it. It's not necessarily going to be my jam aside from building the scenes. But I do think this product, I think it's going to be readily available. I think it's going to really hit home. And Louis, the homie over at Kitchen Table TCG, said something that stuck with me. I don't know if we can find a person who bought original Lord of the Rings that's not going to at least buy something from this release, right? I think they're going to buy something from this release. And while I don't agree with necessarily all the treatments in it, I still think it's going to do well. And that might just be a bit of like Lord of the Rings hangover, right? I'm me just thinking Lord of the Rings is going to be constantly good when maybe it won't be. Might have to dish out for one of those, says Uncle Chris. Yeah, like, listen, this product could be cool. This product could be cool. Josh says, my guess is the new edition will settle around $275 a box. We have, hold on, somebody hit the air horn. I need to get sound effects. Maybe that's what I'll buy before the new stream setup. I'll buy one of those things where we can do air horns. What do you think? New camera, air horns, stream excitement, switching scenes, things like that. Because it would be cool to just be like, phew, 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 phew. We have a hot take on the channel. Somebody remember it, write it down. Josh, chat. In your mind, in your own notebook, write down right here, Josh Smith predicted the future price of a set, which is always a dangerous aspiration. So shout out to Josh. Yoko says, yeah, I don't advertise, talk about Fab much anymore. Do sell the new sets. There's a good market. Yeah, for sure. Like, listen, do you. Everyone's got to do you. 100%. So, Nick, that's just kind of why I don't. I will talk about it. Nick, if you ever want to have a conversation about something like that, you can always feel free to reach out. I will always share my honest opinions about anything like that with you. And then when I do have Fab thoughts, I put them on the second channel, which hasn't had a video in like 2 months. So I gotta maybe get more back into that. Hey, Anchor Collections, yo. But let's talk Pokemon. Let's talk right here. Ready? Hold on. Mental reset, everyone. We're off Lord of the Rings. We're on to Pokemon because there's something I think Magic the Gathering can learn from Pokemon. Justin, I didn't buy much of the first Lord of the Rings set. I definitely plan on buying a couple collector boxes. I personally really like the new frame style. Love the art of the poster cards. You're a poster. Listen, I support it, man. I can't. Am I boomer? Justin. Am I just old? Am I an old crotchety man that just doesn't get it? I might be. Just let me know. I might be. So we've got a lot to talk about when it comes to Pokemon. I think Magic the Gathering can learn from Pokemon because I think Magic has shown in its recent design history, it's trying to do a lot of what Pokemon is trying to do. I truly believe, Justin's going to be close. I think Magic the Gathering is doing a lot of what Pokemon's trying to do. So as we pop over, let's minimize here and let's see if we can't pull up the Pokemon 151 sales data. What this is this represents every single sold listing of sealed product on TCG Player for Pokemon 151. Now, you guys know, I don't normally track Pokemon 151. It's not something, but this set was trying to do something that I hadn't seen Pokemon do in a while. They were going all in on something that I thought would be extremely interesting, and I said, hey, I want to get some of these things for myself because I like the original 151 Pokemon. This is something that's good. You know, it's something that I personally enjoy and I personally would find myself a fan of. So as we end that poll, you guys are so split, by the way. I did not see this coming. How split you guys are on who's purchasing Lord of the Rings. We have so many just perspectives in this community on this live stream. You guys, that's awesome. That's freaking amazing. Sorry. Stuff like that just amazes me as we do these streams every single morning, even in the end of September when there's hardly anything at all to talk about and we do this stream. Like, gosh, you guys are awesome. So here's the question. Here's the question. Does Pokemon just get it and Magic's leaning in, right? And so what we see with Pokemon 151, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. What we see with Pokemon 151 is as of the sales release date, so 9/22 is the official release date, we see a massive spike in sales, right? A ton of people looking to buy 151, and I bet most of these people looking to buy 151 are like me. They're just like us out there, right? They're just Pokemon fans. They're like, oh, it's the original 151 Pokemon. I'm going to know all of these Pokemon. I'm going to know what's going on with this box. And from there, I'm going to feel like I can open the product and actually have an idea of what I'm opening. So that's been my big problem with things like Fusion Strike is I don't always know what I'm opening. I'm admittedly out of the Pokemon market at this point. I don't know all the new Pokemons. But the original 151 will always be my jam, and I think we're seeing a lot of that going on here. We're seeing the breakdown of products really mirror like popular Magic set product breakdowns. The booster bundle, which is like just, hey, you want to crack packs? That's all you want to do. You want to crack packs, is selling in fantastic numbers. That and the ETBs, which are also kind of like a more affordable entry point. I think they're sitting around $57 to $60 right now. A more affordable entry point into the product are selling in mass numbers. And there's a good amount of people buying the UPCs, which haven't even come out yet, right? Like the UPCs haven't popped out officially yet. Their releases after all of these products, and they're still selling. But the money that we're spending breaks out just like Magic the Gathering as well. Just imagine us replacing like commander decks, set boosters, and collector boosters with this list. Like the UPC spend, it's like the collector booster. When it hits and people want it, man, we spend money on this thing. Like we spend so much money on collector boosters when it hits, and we see that popping off here with the UPC. But that's part of the thing that makes the other two products so amazing, right? And Magic does this extremely well. We make ETBs and booster bundles so cool because they come at a more affordable price point. People can buy them, crack the packs, have fun, feel good about themselves. And hey, if you want a ball and you want the expensive version of something, it's out there. You have an opportunity to do it. So this is a really interesting breakdown of sales. We see some insane numbers on the day of sale, and this is very small, but over the past 3, so the total boxes sold, we see on the day of sale, 9/22, we see 1,200 boxes sold on TCG Player on that day alone. And mind you, Pokemon, as it was pointed out to me, is probably one of those games where everyone's got a hobby shop. Everyone goes to their Walmart and gets it. They don't necessarily flock to TCG Player to get Pokemon. It's still selling extremely well. Keith thoughts that ever Pokemon doesn't have a booster box for 151, so didn't offer any of the other 151 products. I gotta tell you. Hey, first of all, Marcus, thank you for subscribing. I have 1 second. There's a fire alarm going off in my house. I ran over to, I was like, hey, everything okay? She goes, yeah. I was like, what's wrong? I'm making eggies. She's making okay. Woo. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, chat. That was might have been some of the most fun I've had on stream. And the thing that's surprising, she is an excellent, she is a fantastic, she is a phenomenal cook. And she is the most like organized and well put together human being I've ever seen. I set off that smoke alarm twice a week cooking. Like I do. No. She is just the most organized, put together human. So to see her finally do it, this is the first time in 2 years owning the house. It's the first time she did it. Oh, I'm going to mess with her, and she doesn't deserve it. She is, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can't believe it took how long of owning this house for her to finally do it. That's wild. That's wild. Okay, so smoke alarm aside, again, most organized and well put together human being in the entire known universe. So it's good to know it's not just me that sets that bad thing off every once in a while. It took years, but gosh darn it. Jet says, what did you guys say when the smoke alarm went off? Yoko said, hands down, my favorite game I played with someone who wanted to watch someone else experience for years. My wife never broke down and did it, but Louis got my back. Let's go. ETB's our gift bundle. Uncle Chris says, the birthday party has started. Don't die, Josh. Yoko called it. Is someone cooking? Or is your wife cooking? Rob says, take the sealed product with you. Apparently that's not how you make it. Next thing, a fire is going to break out in the stream at Josh's house. Listen, I just started the fire for clicks. Everyone's got to know, like, I just started the fire for the views. That's the only reason I did. I took my smoke alarm out years ago. No, I have to. That needs to be a short. MTG Captain said, are you buying Pokemon 151? So that's what we're talking about here. So just to wrap up my thoughts on this Pokemon set and how it's selling, like, it sold a ton of boxes on release day. It continues to sell boxes. This was last updated on 9/28, which would have been yesterday. So I love this product. I'm excited to get my hands on some and open it. Like, I am 100% excited to get my hands on some of this product, open this product, and enjoy it because I feel safe. It feels like a safe spot for me. I can open the box and know everything I'm opening. Because, like, I was a kid who had Pokemon cards, right? Like, most people were. I'll feel more at home. But we see Magic the Gathering also doing this, right? We see them leaning into, like, dipping into the nostalgia well and trying to pull at our heartstrings. And it seems to be working for Pokemon, while sometimes for Magic it seems to fall a bit short. And I think there's a lot we can learn from that. Shout out Savannah Lion for coming into the stream. It came to the stream empty. Now I heard the fire alarm. Welcome, Savannah Lion. Always checking out all the videos, and whether we agree or disagree, I appreciate you stopping by the channel and checking everything out. Thank you so much. But we see Magic trying to do the same thing Pokemon's doing, right? Like, Magic is trying to dip into that nostalgia well all the time. We see remastered sets, we see subsets and cards, we see Enchanting Tales, schematic artifacts, we see the special guests coming up in Ixalan. We often see them pulling at the same strings, but Pokemon has a history of, like, tying us to those products, like tying us to those characters, making us fall in love with those storylines and you know, everything going on, and the little mini sub themes. And we have a deeper connection to things like Pokemon than we do like Magic the Gathering. Now, I still attest Magic is not only the bigger game, but it's going to be safer coming in the near future, because while Pokemon's got a wonderful IP, and yes, I am not disputing the people of Pokemon, as the world changes, right, it's going to be all about playing the game, and Magic is so safe and so consistent from that front. Like, you can go into almost any hobby shop any day of the week, and you'll find a game of Magic some way or another, right? You will find Magic the Gathering being played. Pokemon, you'll find people maybe cracking packs, stopping in, opening product, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a game of Pokemon. So I do think Magic can learn a bit from, like, how Pokemon is able to cash in. And we look at recent successes, right? A recent Magic the Gathering success was, Lord of the Rings. And how did it capitalize? Well, it used an outside IP and did what Pokemon's doing. It tugged at our heartstrings. It made us connect to the idea, the stories, the themes that we were playing through this medium of Lord of the Rings, and it was wildly successful. Well, if they're able to rebuild that love for Magic the Gathering products, then we could see, you know, a couple years down the road, remastered sets still being very successful, subsets in these standard products being more successful because we have a deeper tie to these special guests, Enchanting Tales, serialized artifacts, things like that. I really do believe they can learn this from Pokemon, and they have a lot they can learn from Pokemon, and I think they need to take that next step and really make us connect with the products they're putting out, because as we connect with them, like I said, they can dip back into this well. And again, like, look, oh, whoa. What we do see is Pokemon's doing that well. Pokemon's doing this well, right? They are making us connect, and it is successful. This product is selling. Now, is it selling in numbers that I thought it would be selling in? I got to admit, it's a little slower than I would have anticipated. But also, it's a fair point that Pokemon on TCG Player probably just not the jam. Let me know if you're a channel member and you're here, or even if you're a regular subscriber, whatever you are, if you're here in this chat, would you be interested if I started doing any videos on Pokemon? And this is the scary part, right? Like, as a content creator, when you like cover anything else or move to cover another game, it gets scary, because you're like, is my existing audience, are the people that have come to the channel and have expectations about what kind of videos are going to be on the channel and what they're going to see when they come here, are they going to see a Disney Lorcana video? Are they going to see a Pokemon video and be like, oh, unsubscribe, that's ridiculous, this is a Magic channel? It's like, it's hard to express, and I try to do a good job when I make a video about any other trading card game. It's hard to express, like, hey, this is a Magic channel. That's my first love. I love Magic the Gathering to my core. I play it more than I'm willing to admit, because I probably should spend my time doing something else. And I actively build a whole YouTube community, and I love the YouTube community we are actively cultivating. Like, our growth, how we are coming together, the ideas that flow through in the comment section is something I'm addicted to. It. I love it so much. So any change that threatens to throw off that balance, it's scary, but it's also necessary, right? You have to constantly expand. And while I love Magic, I also just like the trading card game landscape. It's a super interesting space to me, right? Like, it's one of the few spaces left, in my opinion, that we truly spend money out of love. And I think we're moving back to that. Like, yes, and I know there's always going to be finance about it. There's always going to be an underlying value, and these things have to hold value. But like, listen, how many comments do we get every single week? It's, don't give Wizards of the Coast your money. They're evil. And then something comes out that person is interested in. They're like, maybe I'll buy a box, right? Because of all the other stuff going on. The company making decisions, the people making fun of one another, the community being whatever it is, like, we still like our community. We like our game. We like playing cardboard. We like putting things on shelves and experiencing trading card games in the way that we've chosen to do so. So if you think it would be interesting to cover some more of this stuff, let me know for sure. And I know that I can do, and I know you guys are all so supportive. I already see some messages saying, you do you, make the content you love, and I understand that. But like, hey, I'm a single dad also. Like, this has to, the channel has to pay for, I'm not a single dad, but I'm a dad of a single kid. I said that backwards. I'm very much not a single dad. My wife is amazing, but I'm a dad of like a single kid now. Like, there's one of them, and we look to expand that one day. And like, the channel has to be worth it. It has to pay for itself, and it has to grow. Otherwise, like, it's hard to justify spending my time when I could be hanging out with my wife and daughter and going on walks around the neighborhood before bed or something like that. And to my credit, I do pretty much everything while they're asleep. I don't mean to get on a rant here, guys. I do pretty much everything while they're asleep, which is great, but like, I could be sleeping or like working out or something. So it's got to like, it can't take any money out of my pocket to buy the product anymore, because I need to spend my money on my daughter. And so there's a whole interesting dynamic there that just gets scary. But out of my crazy YouTube feels for a second, Savannah Line says, I'm Magic only too, Risk Monopoly and Backgammon. Like, listen, I don't know if I would be good at covering board games. Sue says, imagine having a Pokemon MTG channel. That would be crazy. Change the contents for hot sauce. Now it is the only way to trigger constant nostalgia with remastered sets. They do not create attachments to others. Matthias, that's what we're saying. I believe they need to revisit that and recreate that connection with their community and with their viewers, something that I think is going to be important. If Pokemon gets people playing their game, Magic wouldn't be able to keep up. Like, Yoko, I will bend to your expertise a bit here, but I think we're a long way away from that. I think Magic has a bigger shot, or a better shot, at getting people to feel more engaged with their sets than we do having Pokemon get people to play their game. If I had to guess. That's just my guess, though. Rob says, you do you in the content cover. Personally, I'm here for the MTG, Rob, and the MTG will always be here because that is what I love, and thank you for hanging out. I think MTG can learn from Pokemon for sure. Grasshopper, I really do. I think so, too. Bird brings the world, do Yu-Gi-Oh! Listen, I know very little to nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! So, in fairness, I would be a terrible Yu-Gi-Oh! Content creator. Burnt eggs with the straw that broke the camel's back. Listen, did you just divorce your wife? No, I misspoke. I'm a father of a single kid, and the single kid is in my head because we're thinking about having a second child. We're thinking about having you need to buy diapers. Listen, no, I'm not a single tat. I am not a single. My wife is incredible. We are parents of a single. There's one child. This is what I was trying to say, but I was in my TCG rant. And listen, this is the problem with unfiltered content. No, I would never. Listen, I can't do better than my wife. Listen, she can. Nobody from this stream go tell her. If any of you tell her, I swear to God, none of you tell her. Ugh, what a morning. What a morning. Has anybody noticed too that Rudy is all in on Lego, baby? Rudy is all in on Lego. Rudy, wait, what is it? Hold on. I think the thing is freaking out. Joe M. Well, listen, 13 days ago, Joe M. donated $5. Shout out Joe M. So, nah, don't say anything. Rudy is all in on Lego, and people are like leaving the TCG space left and right. I don't know. This has been a wild stream. As we wrap up today, I just want to thank you guys. What do you guys got going on this week? Let me know. Are you playing in any Magic the Gathering events this week? Are you personally going to bring back Standard at your local game store? Why is George not on the latest podcast? We say why. MTG captain. Don't get me to try to start drama. I love George. Oh, look out for pictures in the channel members section because George may be at my daughter's first birthday party. I think he might be in Chicago. I didn't know he was going to be in Chicago, and I forwarded him an invite and told him to swing by. So we'll see. I'm trying to imagine. I like to do this every once in a while on the channel. I close my eyes and I try to picture a world in the TCG space that fits, a certain storyline and just kind of talk about what that would be like. I'm trying to picture George at a children's birthday party. I don't know if there's anything more glorious. I don't know if I could have more fun. I don't know if I'll have more fun opening products on this channel or having Friday morning Magic live stream or watching George at a children's birthday party. That's going to be a freaking blast. Josh, you derail me enough. Don't start podcast rumors. Let's pop over to the podcast. Let's watch the intro to that podcast. You guys, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Why are we starting rumors? You can't split the dynamic trio up even if you tried.
Most important part.
Oh, whoa. The title of this podcast, by the way. I feel bad, guys. The title of this podcast was my idea. Sorry, team. Listen. We watch the ads here. We watch the ads here. Why do we watch the ads here? Because I know content creators need the rev. All right, let's check out the start of this podcast. Collector booster box. 1 at 4, and 1 is 300.
Topics before we start.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over that goatee. So George is out this week. We have a ton of stuff to talk about this podcast. It's a lot of fun.
Welcome everyone to the #1 Taylor Swift podcast on the internet. Taylor Swift, we know you watch our show and channel. We're so glad that you are dating that Travis guy that I didn't know anything about until you started dating him. Welcome back to the Magic the Gathering podcast, everyone. May the zoo be with you. I'm joined by Josh. Josh, say hello.
Yoko, you take that back. Yoko, you take that back.
We don't know.
So this one's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot to talk about in this podcast. If you haven't yet, make sure you visit Kitchen Table TCG to check out the latest episode of May the Zoo be with you. Before you leave, consider clicking the button at the top of your chat, wherever it is, and joining the channel membership. It's only $5 a month. You get access to all of my sales data, exclusive content, and any other posts that I put out. Also, again, if you are interested in moderating and bringing back the Hometown TCG Discord server and making that a public endeavor with a members only place or anything like that, make sure you reach out to me. Let's consider doing that together, because I would love a place to continue some of these conversations after these live streams, after these videos. Being able to give some deeper thoughts and coming together around some of our ideas is something that I could really see myself enjoying. I'm just admittedly bad at Discord and very limited on time. So MTG or Mr. Doctor or Mr. DJ, I always call you Mr. Doctor. Mr. DJ Longhair is here. Thank you so much. I got your email last night. I was shooting May the Zoo be with you, but thank you so much for hanging out and appreciate you. Check out their podcast. They do a Roundtable MTG podcast every week. I was able to appear and kind of chat with those guys last week, and that is so much fun. They do a great job over there. Anger Collections, I believe, was another content creator in chat. Make sure you go check out the Anger Collections channel. They are always constantly supporting this channel. And listen, I love a lot of the stuff they're doing over there. And the same thing with Scruffy Looking Gaming, making some great Lorcana comment. Be sure to check them out as well. These are some amazing content creators in chat. If I missed you, I promise I will get you next week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. This has been, God, what a great weekend. Nick, shout out Josh, Savannah Lion always here, Keith Foster, LGS, Yoko always in every single stream, MTG Captain, if I already said you, Mateus starting to become a stream regular for sure, Ornitier always hanging out. If I missed your name, Devin Mychan got here late, so shout out to Devin. Hey, listen, Devin, we gotta sleep in sometimes. You gotta sleep in sometimes. Thrifty swinging by. Have a great weekend, everyone. Until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh, and I will be here next week. We're going to have a lot more news to talk about next week. And I'm not going to wake up late next week. We're going to get started on time. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.